Starting in a seated position. On the next inhale, we're going to take the arms up overhead. Exhaling, taking the right hand behind, left hand comes towards the right knee, twisting towards the right. Exhaling back up to center, and then exhaling, taking the right hand down towards the left knee. Left hand goes behind, twisting open towards the left. Inhaling back up to center. Exhaling, folding forwards, and only taking the hands as far as feels good. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling fully. Maybe taking the hands over towards the right, opening up the left hand side body. Then taking the hands back to center, maybe over towards the left, opening up the right side ribs. Then inhaling back to center, and we're going to walk the hands in, coming up to an upright seated position and back over into a tabletop here. We're going to take a few gentle cat-cows. So inhaling, lifting the chest, and then exhaling, arching the back, tucking the chin and the tailbone. Inhaling, lifting the tailbone and the chest. Exhaling, doming the space between the shoulder blades. Keeping that movement going at your own breathing pace, or maybe taking some barrel rolls. Inhaling, rolling the chest down. Exhaling, taking it back up. One more time in this direction. And then reversing the direction of the roll. Inhaling, taking the chest down. And exhaling, taking it back up again. And then when you're ready, coming to stillness, taking a little stretch. We're going to take the feet out in front, so extending the legs forwards. We're going to lift the right leg. Exhaling down. 4, 3, squeeze in the quads. 1, and on the other side. 5, 4, squeeze in the quads. 3, holding the core steady. 2, 1. Now taking the hands behind, inhaling, lifting the hips forward, allowing the head to come to a comfortable position in up plank. Breathing in and then exhaling fully. On the next exhale, we're going to take the hips back down to the mat. And then lifting the feet, we're coming into our Navasana boat pose here. Inhale, right leg extends, left leg, right leg, left leg. One more time, right leg, left leg. Then taking the hands behind the hamstrings, we're going to roll all the way back, all the way forwards. One more time, coming all the way over into our tabletop, taking the hands under the shoulders, stepping back to plank. From here, we're going to rock gently backwards and forwards, waking up the calves and the toes, the soles of the feet, pressing down into the hands. And then when we're ready, we're going to come over onto the side of the left foot, reaching the right hand up, maybe taking the right foot in towards a tree pose, or behind us, pressing the hips forwards, taking the gaze back towards the right thumb in our Wild Thing pose. Breathing here before taking the right hand back down to the mat, stepping back to plank. When you're ready, coming over to the other side, reaching the left hand up, pressing the hips up and forwards, and then taking the left foot in towards tree, or maybe behind, pressing the hips forwards, and again taking that left hip back, looking towards the left thumb, breathing in deeply, and then taking the left hand down to the mat, stepping back to plank. We're going to take the hips back and up into our downward facing dog. Pedaling the legs out here one by one, bending the knees, lifting the heels, allowing the hips to rise and fall, finding a comfortable downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhaling, rolling everything slowly forwards into a plank. Exhaling, bending the knees, taking the hips up and back. Inhaling, rolling forwards. Exhaling, waving everything back and up. One last time, rolling everything forwards on the inhale. Exhaling, we're going to take the knees down to the mat, taking the feet out in front, and we're going to shuffle forward so we're at the front of the mat, taking the back down, finding a comfortable position and extending the legs upwards. Option to stay here, maybe bending the knees, taking a little bit of strength out of the abs. Otherwise, coming up into our shoulder stand, squeezing the abs, drawing the knees in and up, maybe taking the hands to the lower back to help support the shoulder stand, but squeezing the core, pressing through the toes, pointing the feet, breathing in deeply. Finding stillness here. And then coming down towards plow. So taking the feet down behind the head, stopping when it feels comfortable. So that might be halfway down. You can always put a chair behind you to rest the toes on. Otherwise, coming all the way down towards the floor. Maybe taking the hands behind to meet the feet, or maybe keeping them out in front. Breathing in, keeping the chest open here, allowing space for the breath, reaching through the heels. When you're ready, coming back up to shoulder stand first, and then slowly lowering down onto the back, taking the feet down to the mat. We're going to take the hands under the hips here and arching the back to take the crown of the head down towards the mat, lifting through the chest, pointing the toes, reaching through the legs, and maybe taking the hands out from under the hips, pointing forwards, lifting the legs, extending through the feet, squeezing through the hands before exhaling, resting everything back down to the mat, untucking the head, taking the hands out to the sides and allowing the legs to relax, finding our final Shavasana.